We head to Sand Hollow to meet our good friends Talton Off-Road and Travel to take them on a trail that they've never done before called TNT. We almost didn't make it due to blowing up some parts on the race trailer, but in the end, this trip was dynamite.
We're overheating. We need a larger radiator, but there's no room for it. Oh, it did. I don't know, but the tires are touching.
I know that.
Huh?
My spring broke.
Anybody in Kingman got a spring?
We gotta look now, otherwise this is our trip.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. We're going, and the I-40 sucks so bad it just blew out one of our springs. So now we got to get a spring fixed, and possibly 2 tires. I think both of our tires are smoked.
Thanks for calling Trailers Plus. For repairs and service, press 3. To purchase parts, press 4.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your response.
Thank you for calling Trailers Plus.
What do we do?
You guys want to know why we're going 17 miles an hour? I'll tell you why. The potholes that Arizona will not fix on this highway blew one of my trailer springs. We hit it and it hit hard. Shut off the cruise control, threw us, and blew a freaking spring. So here we are on the shoulder, just trying to get to the next exit, which is about a mile away. Got heavy traffic, semis blowing by, pretty sketchy, probably way more sketchy than any off-roading I would have planned to do this weekend. But yeah, they were touching, rubbing together, and I went back there with a strap that I took off from the buggy, and I just pulled the axle back.
In a turn of events, we are not going to Sand Hollow this weekend. Things happen.
Every time we travel, we run the risk of blowing a tire or other roadside issues. This couldn't have been on a worse weekend. We're doing a turn and burn trip to meet our friends Talton Off-Road and Travel before they move on north with their adventures. Our plan was to drive 6 hours to get to Sand Hollow late Friday, wheel Saturday, and come home Sunday around noon. Unfortunately, with blowing out a spring and having to replace 2 tires after 5 p.m. on a Friday means most likely we aren't going to make it to Sand Hollow. All right, we are 10 minutes away from Discount Tire. They said they have the tire in stock. So when this initially happened, we are not out of the woods yet. I want to make that clear before I say anything. We are far from out of the woods. All right, like I said, it was literally, we had like 10 minutes to get here. We called these guys. We're like, we got to take this tire off and get it over there. Is there any way you guys could do it? We know you're closing in 10. Guess what they said? They said, heck yeah, bring it on over. We'll stay a little late for you. Over my big foot. Oops. Check it out. Discount taking care of us. I heard you're supposed to be happy when bad things happen, so I'm doing that. I'm trying it. I'm trying not to be all bummed out, but you know, at the end of the day, probably $600-700 later, and still be able to go. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Dang.
Urban trail cleaning. So at least we might have one problem fixed. We have Jesse with Southwest Crawlers coming to save us with a spring for the trailer, and hopefully it's the right one and we can get back on the road and just make it to Sand Hollow late. Gotta try. Oh, beautiful.
All right, Jesse with Southwest Crawlers just pulled in. He's our savior. He just drove 2 hours out here to try to get us the right trailer spring. And it really comes down to this moment. If this thing fits, it ships, we go wheeling. I don't know, Jesse, what do you say? What are the odds of this thing fitting?
Pretty likely.
It's looking good. Cross your fingers. We're gonna take a look. All right, I know we left you guys hanging last night. It was a pretty rough night. We blew a rear passenger trailer spring. It snapped right in half due to a massive pothole on the 40. We ended up getting a friend of ours, Jesse with Southwest Crawlers. He came out and brought us a spring, which is extremely hard to find. If you guys have never broken a trailer spring on the road, nobody carries them. It's a total pain in the butt. If you guys don't notice, we got the red sand and the buggy out, and we are in Sand Hollow. Whoa. Look no further. We found him. Talton Off-Road. Oh man, you fancy. You got a fancy hat.
Dude, my East Coast ears and stuff don't like the sun out here. We call that a Kentucky waterfall, a mullet back home.
Yeah, that's a mullet hat,
like
for sure.
Flip it, you know.
All right, first things first, when you come to Trail Hero or if you go to Sand Hollow at any time, you need one of these guys, a flag. So don't forget your flag. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're always gonna forget the flag. We've got about 15 of these because we forget them every time, and I just went and bought a brand new one. And then you gotta put it on. But try to remember your flag, it'll save you some money. You do have to have them because they do have dunes here and it just keeps you and everybody else safe. We met up with the Taltons who've been here for 2 months, living the life. But they've yet to run the trail TNT. This trail is full of waterfalls and rad climbs. And Sand Hollow is one of our absolute favorite places to wheel. But if you're new here, it can be overwhelming due to how many trails there are and how often trails cross paths, which could put you on a trail that you're not ready for if you don't have a good mapping system. If this trail is one that you want to hit, we have this exact map on how to get there in the description with a link that will instantly download it to your onX maps. Howdy, howdy. We're about to get rowdy. We're over here in Sand Hollow and we're at the trailhead of TNT. We're here with the Taltons. This is the first time they've ever done it. We also got Ammo Dog. So we're out here, we're gonna take the Taltons on this and we're gonna show him how to do it and go through it his first time. We're also gonna be showing you how to get here, you all the good obstacles, and show you everything that you guys need to know if this is a trail that you guys wanna do. TNT is rated a 9 out of a 15 trail rating, and it is all of about 0.4 miles long. This trail is already listed on onX Maps, but for your convenience, we have put a link in the description so you can instantly download it.
I don't know if you can tell behind me, but I was watching Justin Cowman and Lauren Healy and some other greats try to tackle this obstacle. Talk about a bonus line. Look at this. This is me next to it. It's huge. All right, I think we made it to the gatekeeper.
What's up, guys? We just got to the first obstacle. There's a bonus line on the left. That's where you're going to take the rear steer buggies or anyone who wants to challenge themselves, whether it's rear steer and or drag axle. I've never done this line. I've always gone the normal line, which is up this ridge back. You'll see that here in a second. And I've seen a lot of people roll here. So I'm going to give it a try. And you know what? If I don't make it, I got some homies to give me a little Warren winch action. So, phew.
We're overheating. We need a larger radiator, but there's no room for it.
Dude, you were looking so good too. This is a bummer.
Yeah, I think it was me working it, just and no air.
Oh yeah, I guess you were still in the throttle.
Is my front fan on?
No, it's
No.
not actually. So we're
Relay.
having that relay deal again.
We have relay problems. Always. One day, we're gonna do something about it. But that day, it's probably not today.
It doesn't get any worse than doing an obstacle for the first time that you've seen many rigs roll backwards on, than having your rig go into limp mode because of relay issues. I let it cool down for a bit and knew I had to get up this thing quick, so it didn't get hot enough to kick me back into limp mode. I know. I said we were gonna fix this after we had issues in Johnson Valley. Well, I was gonna, but then I decided I wanted to go wheeling with my buddies in Sand Hollow and was hoping I could get one more run before having to go through it. And here we are. While the boys are running a jumper wire from the fan to the alternator, the girls and kids are doing work picking up some sticky killers and some trash off the trail.
Remember that.
Oh man, what do we got here?
Right there.
Gone.
Where's all these nails coming
Soak this in, man.
I don't
They will
know.
never.
I'm gonna jump into this.
Oh man.
Ah, teamwork. Thank you.
Wait, is this my pool?
That was. I can't believe how many there were. I thought I was gonna find like one or two.
All right, you guys already know this. I know that we're not part of the situation. You're not part of the situation, but there's a situation. People just trash the trails sometimes. Don't let a couple bad eggs tarnish our reputation. And it doesn't take that much work. We could sit there, look at it, and be like, man, that sucks. Or we could do something about it and keep the trails clean and be the stewardess of the trail that we should be. So don't let the trashy people get you, no pun intended, don't let the trashy people get you down.
Got it fixed. We're good to go. We just hardwired the fan. It's gonna run nice and cool now.
Oh, she ice cold.
So that fan is gonna pull him up the trail now.
Oh yeah, like an airplane.
Somebody had a bad day.
I lost one of those in Sand Hollow like 4 years ago.
What if that was the one?
Mine wasn't pink.
This is one of the harder lines on this trail. There is a bypass, you have to go way up and over, but if you're doing the traditional trail, you want to stay in the wash. And this one's one of the bigger ones that can throw you and pinch you. It's pretty burnt, and the line's kind of weird. I forget it or I'd tell you how. I'll go ahead and I'll narrate that one later.
And in one of our previous videos, our buddy Lee, like, sat his buggy up straight right there. It was freaking crazy.
This is how quick the obstacle can throw you off of it.
That was it, dude. Back up.
The trick to the obstacle is you're gonna wanna go high on the driver's side wall. This is where all the traction is to allow you to climb it. Right when the front clears the breakover, you're gonna wanna cut hard passenger. If you don't, there's a good chance you're gonna get tossed.
Gets it done. Just like that, keep coming. Straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. There you go, good.
This is the last main obstacle on TNT, and it's pretty big and intimidating. But if you roll on through it and cut hard driver at the top, it's no problem.
Nailed it! Philip said, what obstacle? Yeah, you got it.
All right, that's the extent of what we're doing. I know there's an extension to this trail, but we just came to show you guys TNT. Pretty good. It's about, you know, a handful of really good obstacles and then just a nice cruise trail. Not too far away from the tunnel of the entrance. So something you can just whip out real quick. You don't gotta drive far. But yeah, pretty fun. We had a good old time. Now we're gonna head back to the lake and cool off because it is hot.
The start of TNT was off the trail called Milt's Mile. The trail ends 250 yards further down the trail Milt's Mile. So you just head down Milt's Mile and past the entrance, following the way we came in to get back to where we started. This will also have a link in the description so you can instantly download it onto your onX maps. As for us, we work our way across the sand dune highway and have a little fun in the sand on the way back. Sponsored in part by BF Goodrich Tires, Warren Industries, KC Highlights, and Axle Off-Road Helmets. Best way to support this channel is give that subscribe button a little skiddly do, diddle that notification bell, give this video the fat finger, and leave a dirty little comment below. Rec Gear now has merch and buggy accessories at recgear.com, so don't forget to go spend that money that mama don't know about. As always, thanks for watching.